Okay, good afternoon, everyone. This is October 8th. So actually, I should show this over here. October 8th, this is class number 2 for English 7C. This is 5th period here at KIT in Tobata. There are a lot of people who didn't come last week, so I'm just going to go very quickly over the most important things that I want you to be able to know before we go into today's stuff. Okay, last week, maybe the most important thing from this section is that I want you to make sure that you have two pieces of software on your computer. One of them is Quizlet. If you click here on your computer, that will open up the Quizlet website. Now, last week we actually spent a bit of time using this, so it will be important for you this week as well too. Now, I want you to, not log in, but sign up. So I want you to make an account with your username, your password for this, okay? And also, there's another piece of software. That one is right here called Duolingo. Duolingo software is over here. And Duolingo's sign-up system is a little bit different. They're both very good pieces of software, but Duolingo, before you make a password and make a username, it wants to give you an English level test. Now, I know that sounds like a little bit of a pain, but it's actually really good software, so I want you to make sure that you go to Duolingo, answer those questions. It'll give you some questions in English for you to answer, and after it does that, it'll say, okay, let's make an account. So do the level check on Duolingo. Okay. Sorry, I don't know why it's doing that. Do the level check on Duolingo and then make the account. But for Quizlet, you can make your account right away. Okay. So for the people who did not come last week, so that's like 7 people who did not come last week, I want you to do this, and I want you to do this. Actually, no, wait. Yeah, actually, you know what? I wanted to do some Quizlet this week, but because there's so many people who don't have it yet, I'm not going to do it. I want you to do this, and I want you to do Duolingo as well to make your account by next week because we're going to be using it. Okay, so that's the software downloads here in 7C. Now, in class number 1, we did a few things, and I want to show you what we actually did. Excuse me. I've got to open up my iPad and move it over to my computer. Hope it doesn't take too long. Sometimes it takes a while. There it is. Okay. Come on. Come on. Okay. It's having problems. I'll try one more time. No? Okay. It doesn't want to match up. Okay. I'll try that again in a little while. Anyway, we did a little bit of work with the Quizlet, and then we had a little bit of a discussion on one question. And the question was very simple. What is your biggest problem in English? And then that was pretty much the end of the class. Okay. Now, for the new people, I want to make sure that you have your textbook. Okay. So if you're going to take this class, you're going to need this textbook. We actually, to be honest with you, will not be using the textbook that much in class, but you need it outside of class to be able to do the classwork and the homework, especially the reading quizzes. Thank you, Mr. Young. So please make sure that you have the textbook. And also for the people who did not come last week, I need you to do an assignment that we did last week. This one right here. Okay. This one, it says reflection 1. Okay. And I want you to actually do that in class. So after the other people, there are 4 people who came last week, they've already done this. I want you to stay and do it, and then we'll be completely finished the class. So the people who came last week, you're going to be leaving early, and then we'll have an extra 10 minutes for you guys to actually do this assignment. It'll only take 10 minutes. Okay, now this week, okay, I want to show you something called shadow talking. We'll talk about that a little bit later. And your assignments are this vocabulary quiz, okay? You have a vocabulary quiz already, and that was based on the material that we did last week. For the people who didn't come last week, we practiced all of this material that you need Quizlet, the Quizlet software, this software, you need Quizlet to access this, okay? So while we're doing a little bit of shadow talking, I want to make sure you have at least Quizlet. So actually, in a couple of minutes, I'm going to be explaining this in Japanese. So for the people who don't have Quizlet, please go to this website, make your account, okay? And then after you have your password and your username, make sure that you have Quizlet on your smartphone and put the Quizlet username and password on the application in your smartphone too. You need both, okay? Then, please remember, using this software, you'll access this study set from units 1 and 2, so you can actually do the vocabulary quiz for this week, okay? Now, the vocabulary quiz itself is not due until, 2 weeks from now, okay? So you don't have to worry about it too much, but you have to do it quickly, and today is the only chance you have to talk to me if you have any problems. So please make sure that you have that done. One last assignment that you have to do is a reflection. I want you to watch this video, okay? Oh, by the way, don't worry, okay? I'll explain all of this again in Japanese, but watch the video, okay? And then answer this question in a handwritten answer. Take a picture on your smartphone and send that to this reflection. Okay, so basically what we did last week, but this time, this from here, you'll do this at home, take your time, relax. It shouldn't be any different than what you did, except you're not going to do it in class, you're going to do it at home. Okay, was there anything else? No, all right. So the people who didn't come to class, make sure you're doing that actually even right now. Do that now, okay? Get to this website now. Now, make your username, make your password, get this one. Duolingo, you can do that at home. Go home, get Duolingo going, give it a try, and then by next week, everybody will have Quizlet and Duolingo. But if you don't have Quizlet yet, make sure you have it now. Make sure you have it on your smartphone, okay? And then that way you can access the material for the vocabulary quiz, okay? And even if we finish the class, you still have any questions, always, you can contact me here at jdmcruz@gmail.com. That's my email. You can ask me any questions you like, and or you can always come and talk to me here, okay? If you have any questions, you can talk to me even after this video. Thanks very much, everybody. Let's have a good class.